Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be the very first Q&A of this year. I'm super excited to answer your questions because whenever I ask for Q&As, you guys always ask so many questions. I got you guys to ask me questions on Twitter with the hashtag AskJessConti. I favorited a lot of them, so I'm just gonna go through them. Also, if I sound kind of fluey, I'm just getting over being sick. In my head, I sound really sick, but hopefully that doesn't translate onto this video. Okay, so this question is from Amy, and she says, have you ever been self-conscious of your height? Love you. A lot of you guys were shocked in one of my last videos when I told you guys that I was 5'8". For some reason, everyone thinks I'm so much shorter in real life than I actually am. I don't think I have been self-conscious about my height. In my head, I think being short is so cute. I have short friends, like you guys know my best friend Jess. She's like the cutest height. Like, she's just so cute. I think I go through phases of going like, oh, I wish I was shorter, like short's so cute, but I do like being tall. Next question is from Mia, and she said, besides work, are there any exciting things happening in your personal life this year? Gabe and I really want to travel a lot more this year. Last year was such a crazy year for us for work. We just kind of didn't stop. I moved to LA at the start of January, and like straight away we got into our first EP and our first merch launch. From there we just got busier and busier and busier, and for us it was like by the end of the year, like after tour and just after everything had happened, we sat back and we were like, whoa. We did get to travel a lot for work, and for tour we traveled a lot too, but we really want to travel outside the States as well, definitely including Australia. Okay, the next question is from Mary, and she says, what's something you've learned this past year? I've learned a lot this past year, moving across the world, moving to a new country, getting married, moving in with a boy, like living on your own. When I read this question, the first thing that came to my mind was something that I learned about myself in this past year. That was something that I've never experienced before. I get anxiety in certain situations, and it's something that I only experienced last year for the very first time. It's something that I'm working on and something that Gabe helps me to work on. Next question is, what TV shows and series are you currently watching? I don't think I'm watching anything new at the moment. Two shows that I absolutely love are Monk and The Office. I've seen so many of you guys start watching Monk, and you'll like tweet me saying what season you're up to or how much you love Monk. Monk is seriously the best show ever. If you haven't watched it, I'll quickly tell you what it's about. It's about this guy that's a detective. His name is Adrian Monk, and he has obsessive compulsive disorder. So he just, like, the way he solves cases, it's just so unique. It's so funny. Like, I cannot recommend that show enough. Everyone who knows me like super well knows that I'm absolutely obsessed with Monk. That's my #1 recommendation if you like mysteries, murder shows, or if you're looking to watch more of a comedy, then The Office is the funniest show in the world. I know this question wasn't a recommendations question, but I just thought because I'm not watching anything new right now, that I would tell you what I do love to watch. So the next question is, what do you do on your free time? Which I thought was a really cool question because I guess all you guys see is like on the vlogs, we go out and do this, or we're doing this on the vlogs. My main channel, I'm talking to you guys, so you don't really see like what I do when I'm not vlogging or I'm not working. Something that I do a lot in my free time is I go and sit down at my piano and just sing. I have a bunch of different songs that I just play and sing, and that's probably the main thing that I do during my free time is I just go sit and sing. Other things I like to do is I play with my dog Milo a lot. I cuddle him a lot. He's sleeping right next to me right now. Hi honey. I love him so much. So in love with this dog. It's insane. Oh my goodness, look how sleepy he is. He's literally the best dog in the world. This is so dorky. Gabe and I just like to like go explore somewhere. Like we might just go down to a beach. I don't know, we just like to go do new things, not be on our phones for a couple hours. Next question is from Crystal, and she says, when are you planning to have a baby? I love you, Jess. I love you too. I got so many baby related questions, which I thought was really funny. So many of you guys want us to have a baby. We are so excited to have a baby too. We always talk about kids and like the future and stuff like that. So I would answer this question because you guys are so interested in it. Gabe and I had a conversation recently, and it was just about having kids and kind of like when to have kids and everything like that. What it really comes down to for us is like our faith. We believe that like if God wants us to have a baby right now, then He's going to allow us to fall pregnant and have a baby. Or if He wants us to have a baby in 5 years time or 10 years time, we just believe that it's all in God's plan and in God's timing. So I just wanted to explain that, like that's kind of where we're at with it. We're not afraid to be pregnant. I'm not afraid to be pregnant or afraid to become a mum, because we just trust in God and have faith in God that like it's going to happen when He wants it to happen in His timing. Okay, next question is, were you ever a fan of One Direction? I used to literally love One Direction. I used to have their posters all over my walls. I used to have One Direction merch. I've seen them twice in concert and they were really good. I used to be obsessed with One Direction. Next question is, who was your first concert and how was it? My first concert was Miley Cyrus. This was like old Miley Cyrus. Well, actually it was the Miley Cyrus that like was starting to get a little edgy. If I find pictures, I'll put them on the screen right now. I absolutely loved it. Apart from the fact that like I thought her outfits were like a little too sexy. Next question is from Angelica and she says, if you could tell your teenage self one thing, what would it be? Love you. Love you too. I read this question and I just thought that my answer was gonna be so cheesy, but if I could tell my teenage self one thing, it would be like, Jess, I promise you, don't try to be like them. Don't try to fit in. It's not worth it. Just stick to who you are and be proud of what you believe in. Next question is from Marissa and she says, did you ever see yourself marrying an American? This question is so funny because like I literally did. I would always tell my family back home and everyone basically that I was going to move to America and marry an American boy. I had that in my head at like the age of 10 that I was going to move to America. So it's really funny that I am married to an American. Yeah, I'm definitely married to the sweetest American. I definitely couldn't have married anybody sweeter, anyone more perfect. That's so cheesy. It's okay. Gabe doesn't watch my videos, so I could literally say anything. That sounds bad. He does watch my videos sometimes. It's different when you like live together and he knows I'm filming a Q&A, so I can say whatever I want and he'll never find out unless you guys tweet it to him. Then he'll find out. Next question is from Beck and she said, what's the best thing about being a Christian and what's the best thing about being married? I think the best thing about being married, oh gosh, I don't know. Being with Gabe every single day, especially after doing long distance, it seriously just taught me so much and taught me to treasure my time with him because we went through that. Like I just treasure marriage so much with him. And the best thing about being a Christian, I love this question. I don't even know how to answer it. I personally don't know how I would live my life without God and without Jesus and without the Bible and without being able to pray to God and being able to know that someone is looking down on me and that someone has a plan for my life. I think that knowing that and knowing that that's what I believe in is so comforting for me. I don't think it's something that I can exactly explain. It's definitely a feeling. You won't know it until you can feel it, if that makes sense. Earth isn't where it ends, and you don't have to look at your life on earth and be so worried about earthly things. All of that is going to come and go, but what is so comforting for me to know is that life on earth isn't where it ends and that I get to go to heaven. I get to be with Jesus. I think that's also something really comforting. Like life isn't where it stops and there's so much more than just life. If you think life on earth is great, can you just imagine how great heaven's going to be? The next question is not really a question, but write a song about the object on your left. Okay, I got my ukulele. The object to my left is a door. What the heck am I meant to? I walked into the room and I said, hi? Frick, let me start again. I need some rhyming words. More, door, shore, for. Okay. Really good. I'm really really good at writing songs. Next question is from Courtney, and she said, what was it like working out next to Hilary Duff? So this morning I posted on my Instagram story that I had just worked out next to Hilary Duff. Basically, I was working out with Gabe, and then he came and like whispered to me, and he's like, just letting you know, Hilary Duff just walked in. And I was like, I saw that she walked to like the cardio area where all the treadmills and the bikes and everything are. So I was like, okay Gabe, I'm just gonna go finish my workout over in the cardio area. And so I was like on the treadmill next to her for a little bit. Just really beautiful, and I didn't say anything. I didn't want to bother her at the gym, you know? I didn't want to be like all sweaty and like, hey, this is what dreams are made of. Question is, if your work wasn't a problem, would you rather raise your children in the USA or Australia? I thought this question was so interesting. It's kind of both. Obviously right now, Gabe and I are living in LA, so we're in the US. Gabe grew up in Florida and he got homeschooled, and he had this amazing homeschool community around him. They were all friends, and like they're still all best friends to this day. I really love that aspect, is that like all of his friends back in Florida are gonna have kids, they're all gonna homeschool, and they're all going to be in the same community just like Gabe was. But also I think simply because I'm Australian, I would want to raise my kids in Australia. That's a really difficult question because obviously I can't just decide that. It's something that both Gabe and I are going to have to decide when we have kids. I think we're just gonna have to wait and see, but we don't need to make that decision anytime soon. Okay, the next question is from Mackenzie. What was the biggest fight you and Gabe ever got in, and how often do you guys disagree or fight? Every normal relationship has those. Okay, well, Gabe and I really like, we don't fight. As you said, like every relationship, it's normal to have like disagreements and upsets, but Gabe and I don't fight with each other, which is such a blessing. I'm so happy that he's not a fighter and I'm not a fighter. We're both very emotional people, so we definitely do get upset sometimes. I did ask him if it was okay to tell this story too, because it is kind of personal. It's something that we never talked to you guys about. Our biggest upset, I don't really know what else to call it, was last year in about March, I think it was. You guys might remember if you follow the vlog channel. Our vlog channel like kind of went through some changes. Gabe started vlogging on his own for a little bit. That time in our life, that was our biggest upset. As you guys can see, if you watch Gabe's own videos on his channel, like he has such an incredible talent for filmmaking and for producing really like amazing videos. He was in this kind of rut where he was still making challenges on his main channel and we were vlogging on the Jess and Gabriel channel. He kind of wasn't using that talent and that passion and that creativity anywhere. So he was in this rut of like, what do I do? How do I use this talent? So his idea was to start making vlogs, kind of filmmakery. That's not a good way to explain it. Vlogs that he ended up making were so amazing. Basically, we knew that vlogging on his channel and vlogging on Jess and Gabriel wouldn't work at the same time. I didn't want to stop vlogging on the Jess and Gabriel channel, you know, because we love it so much and you guys love it so much and it's so personal and you like see our relationship. But he kind of felt like that had to stop for him to start his passion and to like show his talent, which might sound confusing. That was a really upsetting time for us. I was just crying all the time because I was like, I don't want to stop vlogging on Jess and Gabriel. It was just really great that we figured out a way for him to use his talent and passion in a way where he can make short films. Everything worked itself out. Like that's so perfect because then we were able to keep vlogging on our channel. That was such a long story. Obviously that's like something that wouldn't happen in a normal marriage because normally a husband and wife don't work together. Like that's very rare. So it was something to do with our work that affected us personally. Do you want me to ask you a question?
Whoa, it's bright.
Jacko just arrived. He's gonna finish my Q&A with me. How did Jacko tell you that he's got a girl? How did you tell us? I think he sent us a Snapchat of her.
Yeah, it was either that or a text message. I think I told you before I actually asked her out though.
I think he showed us who she was.
Early.
When they were like seeing each other, and then when you made it official, I think you texted us.
Yeah, I think I texted the group and I said, just asked her and I said, by the way, I have a girlfriend.
Yeah, something like that. Oh. Someone told me to make up a song about the object to my left, so I made up a song about a door.
Oh nice, this is a good song. Is it on iTunes? We're done.
Oh, we're done. Our Q&A's over.
Our Q&A's over. That was easy for me.
Thank you guys so much for watching this Q&A. I hope you enjoyed it. And Jacko's gonna say bye.
Bye.
I'm actually gonna end it myself. I love you guys so much and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.